Yes, about 1 year ago, God started talking to me that He wanted me to build a tunnel to connect the West and the East. So I founded the student organization at my school, the Balhaven University Far East Movement, and we conducted cultural projects. However, this vision may sound very big and grand. It all began 13 years ago, one afternoon in China, when I decided that I wanted to become a good English speaker and travel around the world. Now, I shared my idea with my friends, and they all laughed at me, including my parents. We just got to know that I came from a very poor family, typical lower-class Chinese family. And my parents, they followed the single-child policy so well that I never got to learn what is sibling competition. And so my parents did not get much education. They ended up spending their whole lives working at local factories. And I grew up in a slum area. I never got any toys, and never got any fancy clothes, and no pets, and all my toys were self-invented. And I still remember that when I was attending elementary school, I borrowed textbooks from my cousins. And my parents' saving never went beyond the 4 digits. So, speak good English and travel around the world, there's no way people would say it. No way. So I stood in the mirror and asked myself one question: if I had nothing, do I have faith? I did. So I began my cultural marathon, my language marathon, and I began practicing my English every day since then. I went to a library nearby. I purchased a book from Liang Praise English, which is one of the biggest Chinese English education service provider. And I practiced my pronunciation, and then I also memorized Disney movies and act out stories. Chicken Run was my favorite. And also I would shout English in public space, like buses full of people, a lot of people in China taking buses, and also at restaurants and shopping mall, you name it. And occasionally I would dream in English. And I even practiced singing nursery song. Now, you got to remember this one in early grades. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yes, I'm going to stop. You guys will think I'm an idiot if I keep going. And in 2004, I became a Christian. And I met an old American man at my church, and he literally changed my life. His name is James Marshall. And he baptized me in a public swimming pool, and he also adopted me as his son in faith spiritually. And in 2005, I got a bigger ambition. I thought that with James' help, I wanted to build my childhood in English. And by doing that, he would live his life in me as well, James. And it was truly like the moment when Paul found his Timothy. And so, since 2005, he began to homeschool me over the internet, and we spent every possible minute to read, to study, and do everything. And the 5 years of being together over the internet after James left China and before I came to America was truly like the experience of shopping and walking around the fancy American Disney mall. And you can picture this in your mind, that we would go to the literature bar at night and we opened a bottle of Mark Twain classic and devour a piece of huckleberry bean cake. And we would even discuss how Doolittle became Do Noble. And we would hide ourselves in C.S. Lewis' wardrobe and found our way to the Alice Wonderland. And also, in the philosophical kitchen, not surprisingly, we would grind through the materials of the Leo Tolstoy, Immanuel Kant, and Nietzsche. And we would season our puny products with biblical pepper. And also in the science part, we would ride our bikes along the winding digestive tract, and we would get lost when we play hide and seek in the Eden labyrinth. And we would even swim in the eyeballs and try to find blind spot where we could get changed and showered. And in 2006, luckily enough, I became a ESL teacher at several institutions in China, including the Crazy English and EF International. And in 2008, with James Held, he encouraged me to sign up for the Belhaven Virtual Campus, and I began my Christian education. And in 2009, I was lucky to be awarded with a scholarship to come to America, and I came in the summer of that year. And since then, I upgraded my project, my childhood project, into an adulthood project. And James and I are still working on it right now. And today, I feel that in every way, I became a better person. And I thought that I'm every second getting closer to the 30-year marathon finishing line. And I thought that's it. But God told me I have a second marathon to run. And that is to run in the Pacific Ocean. And I pray that He's going to give me strength to pull through, that He's going to give me wisdom to navigate, and give me the vessel big enough to invite more young people to come, American and Chinese, to build more tunnels. And I hope that this voyage is going to allow me to discover the continents where I can let people just keep in peace and harmony. Thank you very much.
Right.